That's a large system with 7 hospitals, hundreds of ambulatory sites, and we're spread up over the whole New York metropolitan area. The Jack Martin Fund is a very, very special fund run by some very incredible people. And it begins with what is, for me, a very meaningful and extraordinary history.
Jack Martin was my mother's brother who died of polio, and at that point, the family started the Jack Martin Fund to raise money to help cure polio. As a matter of fact, the first iron lung in New York was donated by Jack Martin to Mount Sinai Hospital.
Mount Sinai was one of the few hospitals at that time who took polio patients. It grew from there.
From lecture halls to operating rooms, you name it, Jack Martin was there for the hospital when they needed it. We were looking for another project, and we chose pediatric hematology and oncology.
We're sitting here today in the Jack Martin Fund play space, which is part of the Blau Center. This is part of the Jack Martin Division of Pediatric Hematology and Oncology. It was named for Jack Martin because of the years of support that we've provided to the division. This is where the children can come, they can be themselves, they can play a little bit while they're getting treatments. There's a young man playing video games right behind us, and it just allows them to have a little sense of normalcy in their life when they're here.
We're able in this space to deliver a lot of the care that we used to deliver inpatient on an outpatient basis. So our patients come here, they spend the whole day here. We're open for 10 hours. And for therapies that we used to have to admit patients for, and they would stay in the hospital for hydration overnight, we're now able to deliver that here in clinic by have them come early in the morning, hydrate them, administer their chemotherapy, and then give them more fluids, enough fluids that they are okay for the 14 hours at home, and they come right back the next morning, and we do it again.
The Jack Martin Fund has really been unbelievably loyal to pediatric cancer here at Mount Sinai for many decades. They have shown exceptional commitment that's really been unwavering in helping us to build this division, to offer the children and their families a wonderful environment.
Our whole vision is to provide care in a family-centered and family-oriented way. We want to make this as comfortable as we can for them.
I've spent hours and hours and hours here. My daughter, Catherine, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I discovered a lump on her. Within a day, we're in getting a biopsy.
You know, I think for a family to sit with us in that room with the door closed and hear us say, your kid has cancer, is the worst thing anybody can ever hear.
It's very overwhelming for a parent to hear that their child is very sick. It's certainly not something you think happens to you. You don't anticipate it, so this is an oasis in Mount Sinai. Doesn't take away from the fact that your kid's going through 8 hours of chemo, but at least there's a place that they can relax, and I've had my whole family here.
Caring for children with chronic disease, such as children with pediatric cancer, is very labor-intensive and expensive. In the Jack Martin Fund division here at Mount Sinai, more than 75% of the children we see are insured by Medicaid or Medicaid-managed care. So what that means is that we receive payment for the care we deliver, but it doesn't meet what the actual costs are.
This particular program is so underfunded and so in need of help that even the smallest type of help that someone can do, whether it's volunteering or providing the funds to purchase a piece of equipment, it's so impactful having lived through it.
None of this would be possible without Jack Martin.
It's not an ephemeral commitment. It's an episodic commitment. It means that we could always count on these people. And as the needs of healthcare change over all those decades, Jack Martin is always there.
I consider the Jack Martin Fund to be the angels of pediatric oncology here at Mount Sinai.
We just do this because it's the right thing to do. There's very few times when I come in here that I don't start to cry.
This legacy is so big and the history is so rich and deep. It's amazing, and it has to live on.
We're doing good for the right reasons, and I can't say more than that.